Hi, and welcome to the third of 4 videos introducing SPEasyForms. In this video, I'm going to talk about conditional visibility. I'm starting with the same contact list that I finished up with on the last video when configuring form layouts with SPEasyForms. To configure conditional visibility, first go to the SPEasyForms settings page for that list, and select the little key icon next to any field you want to configure. This brings up a dialog that shows any rules that are currently configured for that field. Click the plus sign to add a field. The easiest conditional visibility rule to add is just make the field hidden. This is make the field hidden for everyone all the time. If I save this and go back to the list, the job title field disappears. That's not necessarily a terribly useful rule all by itself, but I can come back in and add another rule that says make it editable for people in the owners group. Now the order of these rules is important. The first one that is evaluated to true will be the one that's executed. All other rules are ignored. So if I want this to work, I have to reorder these. Now owners will hit the first rule and see the field as editable. Everybody else will hit the second rule and see it as read-only. I'm in the owners group, so it's editable for me. Note that the Applies To section can only be applied to membership in a SharePoint group. You can't use individuals or Active Directory groups in here, only SharePoint groups. You can also specify which forms the rule applies to, new, edit, or display. Finally, you can make rules based on the value of another field. So for instance, I can say where code equals blue. The value is case insensitive. I'm going to go ahead and clear these two rules and create a set of rules to demonstrate. I'll make job title editable when code equals blue. Read only when code equals green. And hidden when code equals red. Save that. Go back to my form and refresh. The value starts off blue, so the field is editable. If I change it to green, it changes to read only. If I change it to red, it disappears entirely. Let me change it back to blue and put a value in here. Those three states, hidden, read-only, and editable, are the only states that are part of the original release of SPEasyForms version 2014.01. These other states, highlight red, highlight yellow, highlight green, and highlight blue, were all added in the add-ons package. To demonstrate how they work, I'll put some rules on the code field. I'll make it highlight red when code equals red. Highlight green when code equals green. And highlight blue otherwise. The other thing to note is the comparison operators. There were 3 comparison operators in version 2014.01: equals, matches, and not matches. Equals is a direct comparison, case insensitive. Matches and not matches are also both case insensitive, but they use JavaScript regular expression testing, so you can put a regular expression in the value, and if it matches or not matches, depending on which one you chose, the rule will be executed. These other operators were all added in the add-ons package. If you don't have the add-ons package, you won't have them available. Also, for comparison purposes, everything's a string unless both values appear to be a date according to whatever version of JavaScript your browser has. If they both appear to be dates, it'll do a date comparison. Otherwise, it does a string comparison. There is no special handling of numbers. The other thing to note with regards to fields based on the value of another column is that you can have up to 3 such conditions. If you have more than one condition, it's an AND. All of the conditions must be true, or this rule is skipped and the next rule is evaluated. That's really about it for conditional visibility. In my next and final video, I'll be talking about field control adapters, which basically change the way a field looks and acts in the form.